All right, in this video, I want to share with you a little bit more about Hyperdocs. Now, some of you have heard about Hyperdocs. Some of you might have never even heard of this word before. So to kind of give you a brief overview, a Hyperdoc is a document, a slide, any form of digital tool where you guide students through a learning process, where you package all of the little pieces that make up the learning process, such as being introduced to a subject, explaining what you learned from that, and then applying some of that knowledge and going deeper. Now, what makes it different than just kind of a paper assignment or things like that is that you provide students with a variety of opportunities to use this, and you link them out to different types of media, whether that's videos, audio, images, websites, uh, simulations, things like that. So they're kind of moving at their own pace, exploring these different tools. But with each part of the Hyperdoc, they're doing some sort of reflecting or creating so that you know what they're experiencing and what they're learning. So I'm going to take you through some templates and then show you a couple examples as well. So here's just the very basic Hyperdoc template where you are going to kind of go through this process of engage, explore, explain, apply, and share. So what are you going to have at the beginning of the lesson that's going to really engage your students in this lesson? It might be a quote, it might be a video, it might be an image, something in here to kind of get them excited. And then you're going to explore. So, what are some additional resources that students can go out and learn more about this topic? That could be, hey, read this blog post and watch this video, or check out this infographic, things like that. So, you're linking out to these different things. And then they're going to come back and they need to explain uh, a little bit about what they should have learned before they go and apply their knowledge. So it could be something like just we've explored this topic and I'm going to explain something. I'm just going to share my thoughts on a flip grid. Or maybe I'm going to find a picture that represents my thinking. I don't know, anything like that. And then we go to the apply section where students are going to be using what they've just learned and applying it. So they're creating a project, something that would demonstrate their learning a bit more. And then finally, they're going to share. So you can collect their work in a variety of ways, but give them opportunity to share that work with an authentic audience and then reflect as well, whether that's with their peers, whether it's with you as a teacher, or whether that's a reflection on their digital portfolio or anything like that. Another example is explore, explain, and apply. I like this kind of template. You're going to have your resources over here on the left. You're going to have the instructions that they have to do over here on the right. So let me give you an example of one that I've done. So I have this video editing hyperdoc right here that I created for my students. And kind of in the beginning, right here, I want them to learn a little bit about what a green screen is because we're going to be using green screen in this project. And so I have some videos of how the green screen works. And so they get to see kind of that in some of their favorite action movies that they're interested in and see how it takes from the green screen, how they actually make this into a real movie. Kind of understand some things right there. And then I have them looking at some different things that we've learned about in here and some different skills or ways to make video engaging. They're going to just choose a few of these videos to watch, some of these how-to videos that we're going to be, because we're going to be creating our own how-to video. So they have a variety of them and they're at different levels. Some of them are done really well. Some of them are done okay. Some of them, not so much. They're going to take that and they're going to reply on this flip grid. So they're sharing with their class about, okay, this is kind of some things I see that make a good video or some good effects that I saw. And these were some areas of improvement. Once we've done that and kind of worked through it and listened to each other, we have some more ideas of, okay, what makes an engaging video. We can then go out and make this our own. We can connect it and extend it. So they end up creating a forum. They have different resources for how to use WeVideo over here, and then they're going to add it to their digital portfolio. If they were to add one more thing on here, it would be a reflection piece as well. Here's a different one right here using the 5E lesson plan right here. So engaging students, just a kind of like, hey, what do you already know about this? And they're using Answer Garden, which will create a word cloud with these words right here. And then they have a few different resources for students to view. And then they're going to watch a video and take some notes. And this is the part where the teacher would pause in the lesson. So this might not necessarily be a 1-day lesson, it might be multiple days, but this would kind of be a stopping point because you want students to complete this point before moving on so that you can make sure everyone's getting the information that's needed. And then you can add and discuss different concepts. And now, once we've done that part in that teaching, they're going to elaborate. So they're going to create a lesson to explain these concepts, in this case, using educreations, but you might give them choice as well. And then they're going to reflect on that and share it with the teacher. So when you think about Hyperdocs, we're thinking about kind of a template for students to follow through with hyperlinks or resources for them to access, but also asking them to do something with that information. So they shouldn't really be going through this in a passive take information in kind of way, but they should be doing something just about every stage. And you can see how it kind of builds right here. If you're interested in getting some examples, you can go to hyperdocs.co. You can click find and you can click Hyperdocs right here and you will be able to search for ones that people have made, or you're able to ask on Twitter and find some more information about that. So that's where I found this one. I could do some samples right here and go through my different subject or grade level, things like that. So I hope you see this as a great tool or a great sort of pedagogy for allowing your students to kind of move at their own pace.